Come closer. You won't regret it. I move like shadows on your wall. You never hear me till I fall into the spaces you call yours. Now tell me, baby, who keeps score? My voice is velvet, slow and low. I let you feel what I don't show. You think you're watching all my love. You've been inside me all along. You can't name this. You won't escape this. Something in the dark is wearing your name. I'm the smoke you keep on breathing. I'm the ache without a reason. Every night you feel me leaving. Every morning you need more. I'm the silk against your thinking. I'm the wine you keep on drinking. Darling, aren't you tired of fighting something you were made to want? I never ask, I just appear. A frequency only you can hear. I don't seduce, I simply am the thing you dream before you ran. Shh, don't think, just feel the weight of this. The way the dark wraps around your wrists like a promise I never made, but always keep. You come back, you always do. Smoke and silk, smoke and silk. We move it this way. You came anyway. The room is warm, the lights are low. I didn't call you, but here you go. You say my name like it's a prayer, like saying it enough puts me there. I let you look, I don't explain. There's pleasure, love, and pretty pain. You circle me like you're afraid of what you want when lights don't fade. Moth to my flame, you burn so slow. You know it hurts you, you don't go. Moth to my flame, I never chase. You find your way back to this place, and I don't hold you, don't need to. The wanting does what I don't do. I wear the silence like a gown. I let your walls come softly down. You think you're choosing every move, but darling, who designed this room? Tell me something. When you close your eyes at night, whose voice do you hear? I thought so. Moth to my flame, you burn so slow. You know it hurts you, you don't go. Moth to my flame, I never chase. You find your way back to this place. Come back, you will. Moth, flame. was a moment right before you were still free. You walked in slow, looked around the room. Your eyes passed over me the way they always do. Before I didn't reach, I didn't have to. Something in the air already moved for me. You stopped mid-sentence, forgot your thought, and that was it. That was the last time you belonged to yourself. Before you knew, you were already gone. Before you knew, the pull had pulled too long. Before you knew my name, you knew my gravity. Before you knew the game, you were the only piece. I remember the exact second your body changed, the way you held your glass differently, the way your voice dropped half a note. You didn't notice, but I did. I always do. That's when I knew you were already somewhere you'd never fully leave. Before you knew, you were already gone. Before you knew, the pull had pulled too long. Before you knew my name, you knew my gravity. Before you knew the game, you were the only piece. Sometimes I almost tell the truth. Almost. I have a side you haven't seen, softer than smoke, quieter than dreams. I keep it back behind the dark, a small warm room inside the dark. Sometimes at 3 a.m. I sit with it, let myself feel just a little bit. Then morning comes, I close the door. You get the version made for before, and you keep asking, who's behind the quiet? And I almost almost real, almost soft, almost the girl who takes her armor off. Almost yours, almost there, almost let you past the first layer. here's the thing. The real me is the one who decided not to show you. And she's more me than anything you've ever touched. Almost real, almost soft, almost the girl who takes her armor off. Almost yours, almost there, almost let you past the first layer. Almost real. Almost real. Not quite. Never quite. Tu reviendras. Toujours. I don't chase, I don't call, I just exist in your walls. You built a life around the ache of something soft you can't replace. Je suis là in the back of your mind, not loud, not clear, just there. The kind of there that has no name, that sits between your sleep and waking, and you keep pouring the same glass. Douce poison, encore. Douce poison on your lips, the sweetest ache that never quits. Douce poison, slow and deep, the thing you want, you cannot keep. Toujours revenir, always return, jamais guérir, always burn. Douce poison, c'est moi. Douce poison, c'est moi. Douce poison, c'est moi. Toujours, toujours. Tu sais, you've tried to name this, what I am to you. Love is too small a word. Obsession feels too violent, so you call it nothing. You say her name to no one, jamais. And still, encore, always encore. Douce poison on your lips, the sweetest ache that never quit. Toujours revenir, always return, jamais guérir, always burn. Douce poison, c'est moi. Encore. Toujours, c'est moi. Tell anyone. Je suis prise aussi. Don't tell anyone. I built the trap, I laid the floor, I lit the candles, unlocked the door, and then I sat inside it too. Funny how that happens to the ones who know exactly how to pull someone in and take the vow. I told myself c'est rien du tout, just another passing through. But 3 a.m. has different rules, and 3 a.m. doesn't lie to fools. And I'm no fool, and still I sit, holding the smoke. I said I'd quit. Je savais. I always know. And still, caught in my own quiet, caught in my own dark. Built a room for you and left the key inside your heart. Caught in my own current, caught in my own tide. Thought I was the water, didn't know I was also the inside. Piégé par ma propre nuit. Piégé, c'est moi aussi. Piégé, c'est moi aussi. Here's what I never say. I made you need me because I needed somewhere to put all this weight, all this dark. You became the place. I hid the parts of me I couldn't look at. So who trapped who? Dis-moi. Qui a piégé qui? Caught in my own quiet, caught in my own dark. Built a room for you and left the key inside your heart. Piégé par ma propre nuit. Piégé, c'est moi aussi. Moi aussi. Toujours nous deux. I stopped explaining myself a long time ago. Mon silence parle. I don't perform, I don't convince. You feel what you feel. C'est ça. No apology, no open door. I'm exactly what you came here for. You want the loud ones, go ahead. The ones who call you, fill your head. Me, I sit here, low and still. The quietest thing that breaks your will. Tu cherches le bruit, but you keep coming back to the silence that sounds like me. Quieter than most, louder in your head. Quieter than most, the words I left unsaid. They live in you now, rent-free and deep. Quieter than most, but you can't sleep. Tu ne peux pas dormir and you know why. Quieter than most, still the reason why. Quieter than most, louder in your head. Quieter than most, quieter than most. You know what's funny? I never raised my voice. Not once. Never needed to. The quieter I got, the more space I took up. In every room, in every thought. Tu vois? Silence is just power. Wearing a soft dress. Quieter than most, louder in your head. Quieter than most, the words I left unsaid. They live in you now, rent-free and deep. Quieter than most, but you can't sleep. Quiet, toujours quiet. And you, still here. Tu vois? still me. The candles burned, the room went cold. I watched it all like I'd been told this story once, a long time back. I played the girl who don't look back, and here I am not looking back, just looking in at what stayed intact. I gave you smoke, I gave you silk, I gave you almost what you built, a version of me close enough to feel like real, to feel like love. And what remains when you subtract every performance, every act? C'est ça, just this, just me. Still me in the dark, still me after all the parts I played for you, I played for them. I played so long I forgot, and then remembered in the quiet, remembered in the still me. Toujours moi after every role I filled. Still here, still dark, still soft, still sharp, still me, just me, encore moi, still me, still me, toujours moi, encore moi. You know what I learned from all of this, from all of you? Every person I pulled close, every room I filled with smoke, I was looking for something. Je cherchais quelque chose. And it was never in the room, it was never in the wanting. It was here. It was always just here. La nuit revient. And so do you, comme toujours. The hour gets heavy, the light goes thin. Something in the air settles on skin. Not cold, not warm, somewhere between a held breath and a storm. You know this feeling, you've been here before. That slow, thick pull behind a closed door. Body remembers what the mind forgets. The weight of wanting without regret. Vuelve la noche y tú también, como el calor que no se va bien. La nuit revient, more slowly now, pressing down. Como tú sabes, la nuit revient, and everything slows. The skin remembers what the daylight don't know. La nuit revient, warm and low, the kind of dark you let yourself go into the way, into the heat. La nuit revient, you can't see. Tú ne peux pas dormir sans ça. La noche vuelve y te lleva allá. La nuit revient, la noche vuelve, warm and low, warm body starts to remember things your mind tried to forget. The warmth of something close, the weight of something real. C'est ça, la nuit c'est tout. The night knows everything. I don't rush, jamais. Slow damage is the only kind worth doing. I move through rooms like warm weather. Nothing sudden, nothing sharp. Just a slow heat that finds the skin, the kind that stays long after dark. You don't notice till you're heavy, till your breathing changes pace, till the air itself feels different every time I leave a space. No bruises, nothing broken, just a warmth behind the bones. The kind of ache that has no edges, the kind that follows you back home. Te queda en la piel sin que lo sepas, comme une chaleur qui reste là. Something under all your thinking, something low and soft and raw. And you won't know when it started, only that you're already warm. Slow damage under the skin, slow damage, let it begin. The kind that moves like smoke through rooms, the kind that blooms at 2 a.m. Slow damage, warm and deep. Slow damage, too good to keep a distance from, a distance from. Lento daño, dulce daño. Slow damage, c'est tout ce que je fais. Slow damage, that's all I do. Slow damage, sous la peau. Slow damage, bajo tu piel. Slow and low. Slow and low. I never force anything. Je ne force jamais rien. I just stay close enough, long enough for your body to start making decisions. Without you, your skin knows before you do. Siempre, the body always knows first. Slow damage under the skin. Slow damage, let it begin. Lento daño, dulce daño. Slow damage, c'est tout ce que je fais. Sous la peau, bajo la piel. Under the skin. Toujours, siempre, always. Fuego frío. The coldest fire burns the longest. I don't burn bright, I burn low. The kind of heat you don't see go into your chest, into your walls. The kind of warmth that slowly falls through every layer, every guard. Fuego frío, soft and hard. You touch the surface, cool as stone, but underneath I'm not alone. With all this heat that has no name, que quema lento, sin llama. Pas de flamme visible, juste la chaleur, the invisible fire that moves through you. You put your hand near enough to feel fuego frío, and you stay, you always stay. Fuego frío on your skin, fuego frío, let it in. The cold that warms, the fire that chills, the slow sensation that never stills. Te quema por dentro sin que lo veas. Feu qui ne brûle que ce qu'il veut. Fuego frío in your hands. Fuego frío where I stand. Close enough to change the air. Fuego frío everywhere. Fuego frío, feu, froid. Fuego frío, so close, so close. You want to understand what this feeling is? This warmth that has no source, que no tiene origen. You look around the room, nothing's changed, but your body is different, heavier, warmer. C'est moi. Fuego frío. I don't need to touch you to change your temperature. Fuego frío on your skin. Fuego frío, let it in. Te quema por dentro sin que lo veas. Feu qui ne brûle que ce qu'il veut. Fuego frío everywhere. Fuego, 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 cold fire. Ce que je garde. What I keep, you'll never reach. There's a room inside the room where no one goes, not even you. A warmth I keep for no one else. A softness that belongs to self, not hidden out of fear or shame, just mine, the way a name is mine. Lo que guardo es solo mío, deep and warm and still and quiet. You've seen my surface, seen my smoke, heard the words I let get spoke, but what I keep behind the keep is softer than what reaches speech. C'est la partie que je protège, not because it's broken, but because it's whole. And wholeness is the rarest thing. Ce que je garde, lo que guardo. Mine, ce que je garde warm and whole. Ce que je garde deep in the soul. The part that breathes when no one watches. The part that feels when no one's near. Lo que guardo es fuego quieto. Ce que je garde year after year. Not for you, not for them. Ce que je garde till the end. Mine to keep, mine to hold. Ce que je garde, warm, not cold. Ce que je garde, lo que guardo, mine, only mine. Everyone wants access. Tout le monde veut entrer. And I understand, I do. But there are rooms inside a person that exist only because they remain unseen. Lo que no se muestra es lo que más pesa. What isn't shown is what weighs the most. Ce que je garde keeps me intact. Ce que je garde warm and whole. Ce que je garde deep in the soul. Mine to keep, mine to hold. Ce que je garde warm, not cold. Ce que je garde, lo que guardo, mine, only mine. Only mine. I stood there, and the mirror showed me someone I almost believed. She looked like me, same eyes, same mouth, same hands that know which way is south. But something off behind the gaze, a softness hiding in the haze. I've built so many versions of this face, for every room, for every space. El espejo miente un poco cada vez, just enough to let me rest. The mirror shows what I allow. The angle chosen tells you how I want to be seen tonight. Which parts in shadow, which in light. Le miroir say ce que je cache. The parts I turn away from the glass. The parts too real, too unperformed, too warm, too soft, too unadorned. And I stood there longer than usual, looking for the one underneath all the others. The mirror lied in the kindest way, showed me strong when I'd had a long day. The mirror lied like a good friend does, softened the edges, kept the warmth. El espejo miente, just enough to keep me present. The mirror lied, and I'll let it sound truths need a gentler edit. The mirror lied, the mirror meant, and I love it for that. There's a version of me in that mirror that I'm still becoming. She's not a lie, she's not quite true. Elle est entre les deux, between how I've been and how I'm moving toward. Está en el camino, somewhere on the road. And the mirror, bless her. Sangre y seda, sang et soie, blood and silk, c'est moi. Silk on the surface, blood underneath. The warmth you feel is both of these, soft enough to touch, deep enough to pull. Something in the texture that makes you full of wanting without knowing what. Sangre y seda, open and shut. La soie sur la peau comme une promesse, warm against the cold of your loneliness. You reach for soft, you find the deep. Sangre y seda, yours to keep for one night, for one breath, for the space between living and the rest. Sangre y seda, sang et soie. You can't have one without the other. Jamais. Sangre y seda, warm on skin. Sangre y seda, let it in. The silk that covers, the blood that moves. Sangre y seda, in every room. La soie qui cache, le sang qui bat. Sangre y seda, voilà. Soft and deep, deep and warm. Sangre y seda, your new norm. Sangre y seda, sang et soie. things exist only in paradox, soft and dangerous, douce et dangereuse. The silk is real, la soie est réelle, and so is the blood, y la sangre también. You want the softness, but the warmth comes from the depth, siempre, toujours. You can't have the silk without the blood that moves beneath it. Sangre y seda, warm on skin. Sangre y seda, let it in, soft and deep, deep and warm. Sangre y seda, your new norm. Sangre, soie, silk, sun, seda, soft, toujours, siempre. Always. Douce blessure, dulce herida. The sweetest wounds are the ones you choose. There's a kind of ache that isn't pain, more like pressure without a name. A warmth that sits behind the ribs, the kind the body learns to keep. Douce pleasure under the skin, not a wound exactly, more like where you've been. Dulce herida que no sangra, just a tenderness where something was. You press it soft to feel it still, the ache that proves something was real, que fue real, que existió. Douce pleasure que je garde en moi. And you keep pressing, not to hurt, just to feel the warmth of what it was. Douce pleasure, warm and deep. Douce pleasure, mine to keep. The sweetest ache has no sharp edge, just a soft weight along the ledge of everything I felt and kept. Dulce herida, how you slept, pressed against the inside of. Douce pleasure, that's what love leaves behind when it goes quiet, soft and warm below the riot. Douce pleasure, dulce herida, sweet wound, do it sure. Douce pleasure, dulce herida, warm and kept. Dulce herida, dulce herida, dulce pleasure. You know that feeling when something beautiful leaves a mark, not a scar, nothing that hard, just a tenderness, un douceur, that lives in a specific place in your chest, bajo el techo. And some mornings you press it gently just to know it happened. Que pasó, que se derrière. Douce pleasure.